Hi, guys. Welcome to Educational Psychology. I am your instructor, Allison Beeson Weiss, and I'm so excited to welcome you guys, and I can't wait to get to know each of you more this semester. I'm sorry, I'll stop with all the O's and ums. When I start recording, I get kind of nervous, but I'm sure you all do. Anyways, I am so happy to welcome you guys. We're going to have a great semester. Uh, I'm really excited about this class. Some of the assignments that we're going to do this semester are some of my favorite that I've given out so far, assignments that I've done with classes so far. So I hope you really like them and you really get a lot out of this class. Um, okay, first, before we get into the syllabus, I'll tell you a lot. I'll tell you a little about myself. I don't know why I said a lot. I told you I get nervous. Okay, I will tell you a little bit about myself. I have been an adjunct instructor for Tarleton off and on since I graduated with my master's in 2023. Before, I was a student instructor for a year and a half and a teaching aide for another semester. I hold a Master's of Science in Applied Psychology and Experimental Research from Tarleton. I mainly study in the area of emotion and cognition within the realm of positive psychology. So what that means, that's a lot of jargon. What that means is I study how emotions changes the way you think and behave, mainly the way that you think. And my thesis was over adding positive emotion by thinking of good stories and telling a small group good stories. We were able to show that positive emotion within a small group will add to more and more unique ideas when it comes to brainstorming. So, since I've graduated, I've just been teaching and living life and just trying to figure out who I am outside of school. Hopefully, I'll go get my doctorate soon. I'm trying to figure all that out, but it's always a big step and a big decision when you decide to go back to school. So I'm just happy that I am here teaching right now. So, and teaching all of you. So, once again, I'll be excited to get to know you guys. I hope we get to have a lot of discord and discussion in this class so that we kind of get to know each other. Even though this is an online classroom, I still want to see this as a classroom where we can get together and share ideas. That's my favorite part of a classroom. I don't think classes should be a whole 100% lecture, but I will have those too. So, in every model, starting next week we'll start with the first chapter of your book, which we'll talk about in a second. But next week we'll start with chapter 1, and I'll open up module 1, and it will have some notes on the chapter, probably, most likely, and I don't know. I don't like to use PowerPoint. It'll probably be Nearpod, I bet. I like using Nearpod, it's fun. There'll be notes. I'll have lots of YouTube videos, either as part of the notes or on the side of the notes. There'll be some optional choices. And then we'll just get going. You guys will start reading chapter 1 and then get into the discussion for Pack Back discussion 1. So we'll talk more about that in a minute as well. Okay, I'm glad I have notes. So I want to tell you guys I also earned my bachelor's in science and psychology here at Tarleton. So not only am I your instructor, but I'm also a fellow Texan and I do bleed purple. I I have definitely been in your shoes. So if there's any way that I can help support you this semester, please let me know. Don't hesitate calling me. Happy to help however I can, even if it's something that's not exactly, our class. Like, how do I get in a good mental position to study, or where's the best place to for me to study? Some people don't think about that. If you can, quiet library versus, noisy table at home. Honestly, you would think that most of you would pick quiet library, but um, some of you might not. So it just kind of depends on your personality and personal experience and what's worked well with you. Okay, so, anyways, I am ready to get going to this in this class. Let me pull up